All right, I'm here to give my overall thoughts on the Xdefiant open beta. I was lucky enough to play the last beta, so I had a little bit of an understanding as far as the characters, the guns, and kind of how it was played. But it was super, super fun for the short time that it was out. They did tweet out saying that they hit over 1 million active players, which is a super, super good early accomplishment for them as a game that they've kind of whether they've publicly stated or not, is trying to rival Call of Duty within the FPS space. We didn't have a rank system or anything like that. It was just purely 6v6 within all the game modes. So it'll be interesting to see once, this game does come out as far as, how ranked plays out and everything else like that. I know people within the Call of Duty space, a lot of those players either play strictly ranked or they play strictly pubs. So it will be interesting to see kind of how the dynamic of this game plays out once they do implement a rank system and whether that rank system is going to be a 4v4 or a 5v5. How is that going to play? But yeah, it was a little chaotic playing these kind of like pub matches with the 6v6. You kind of just running rogue everywhere, but overall it was pretty good. They did have some issues as far as like bullet reg goes. At times at distance with ARs, you really noticed it as far as like your bullets not registering, and then a little bit up close with like the SMGs as well. And then they had issues with crossplay as far as playing with your friends on a different console, or I think it was strictly Xbox that they were having an issue with. But you hope that those things get kind of sorted out upon its release. They have kind of publicly stated that the game should be hopefully out by the end of the summer, which is pretty soon, I would say, in terms of it looks like this is probably going to be the last beta before the game comes out, unless they do, uh, drop a short little beta, upon releasing. But let me know what you guys thought about the game. I thought it was super fun. Let me know if you think that it can rival Call of Duty. Um, at the end of the day, it's going to take some time for it to get there, but if they really are going to focus on the community and really dive into the ranked aspects you know of the game and listen to the community when it comes to that. I think it should be a pretty fun game, if you're within that FPS space. I thought that the time to kill was perfect. I know that's kind of been a big shout against Call of Duty, recent Call of Duties. The time to kill in this game was very similar to like Cold War, where I think you can implement a higher skill gap, whereas I think Call of Duty now is probably the lowest skill gap that we've seen over the years within FPSs. Killing people within two bullets. It's kind of very situational when it comes to racking up kills and getting in 1v1s, where this game had the longer time to kill, and I think it minimizes a lot of that kind of 50-50ing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you do think it can rival Call of Duty, and give me a shout. One out of 10, what you thought about the Xdefiant beta if you were able to play.